Do you know when it's time to hire your first employee and how much to pay them? Yeah, it's always hard. You got to maintain a good social life as well. When you're a startup of one, if you're not balanced enough, you're not going to be happy and you're going to burn out. So once you start getting that feeling of burning out in your family or friends, start pestering to go out a lot and you keep saying I have to work too much, whatever, that's when I would think about bringing somebody on board. You have to hire them full time. You can just outsource as well if you want, right? Just focus on skill X, which is the lifeline of your company, whatever that skill is, and try to outsource everything else if you can. You can do it. You can outsource almost everything now, even your CFO. Yeah. But I would start people initially just through contract work and then give them more hours, once they prove themselves. Yeah. Yeah. And I believe in hiring very slowly and firing quickly. It is tough for me to ever fire anyone. I rarely do it, but I have. But hire very slowly and fire quickly. And if you want to let somebody go and they've got an awful attitude and just they're destroying the corporate culture, just don't wait anymore. Just pull the Band-Aid off and get it done. I know it's a harsh thing to say, but your company will be much better off because of it. Yeah, these are tough decisions to make, though. Yeah, and the hardest is when you let the first person go. It's really, really tough. And I remember when I did it years ago. I called my buddy Mike Ball. His dad at the time was the head of HR at NCR, which I think was an AT&T subsidiary. I got a lot of great advice from him and a lot of other people. And basically what they said was this: when you let somebody go, never do it on a Friday. Do it on a Monday. You don't want to ruin their weekend. And they usually know it's coming. And a lot of times you're helping them anyway, right? To move on, to do something they're more passionate about. And what you do is you sit down with them and you start by saying something nice, but really nice. Like don't be phony. Like for example, Steve, you've done a great job and everybody appreciates the fact that you were able to turn around this division here. I'm making this up. However, for the following 3 reasons, we have to let you go. And then you pause and you don't say anything. And it can feel like hours. It's not. It's just a couple of seconds, whatever. And you give them the opportunity to talk. And usually they'll ask about, how to take care of their family and benefits and stuff. And you give them the package. And usually it works out okay. Because they're smart enough to know that you might be a reference in the future and whatever. The writing was on the wall. They probably got warned a bunch of times. And if you're worried about, it almost never happens, but it does sometimes, about somebody being physical, you can get a security guard to be around the other office, whatever it is, right? And in big companies, they have security around usually when somebody's let go. But it's tough. It's a tough thing to do. And always talk to HR if you work at a big company, or if you don't, you can talk to an HR lawyer. You can always go to LegalZoom.com and speak to somebody that's an HR lawyer as well, just to get some counseling on that. Yeah. All right. And then your question here is, how much should you pay them? I mean, I pay my employees a lot, like way more than my competing firms do. But I believe in having employees that can take on the work of 10 people each that are incredibly productive. I hire great people and I take care of them.